All right, coming back in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the No New Friends podcast with Scott, Mary, and Chris. As always, please join our Patreon, www.patreon.com/No New Friends podcast. You can be watching right now as we're recording. It's super fun. We have a lot of off-air conversations, some that don't even make it to YouTube. Also, you get access to all of our YouTube videos, all of Mary's private videos. Okay. So make sure that you check those out. And then the most important thing that we're going to be talking about from now until August 1st is our Orlando Weekly's Best of Orlando competition. You're going to hear me talking about it nonstop. Please vote for us. www.vote.orlandoweekly.com. It's under the category Best Local Color, Best Local Podcast. And it's super exciting. I was on Real Laughs on Monday and Tuesday this week, and comedian James Yon, the host of the show, gave us his public endorsement and told everybody on air, please vote for No New Friends podcast. So that was exciting.
It's big news.
It is big news. So
I mean, I thought I peaked when I was crowned Baby Miss Missouri, but I don't know. Things are looking up for me right now.
Hey, were you born in Missouri?
I was.
Wow. That explains a lot.
I was only there for like 2
years.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's okay. Okay, Scott.
Missouri.
So Missouri, misery. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, no, my family calls it Missouri.
Oh, wow.
They're from Missouri.
And then Missouri to Polk County.
That's
okay.
Know.
Anyway, Scott, let's help you be an adult.
But I'm proud you've made it. You're in Lake Mary now, which is one of the like posh neighborhoods in Central Florida. Like it is, you've made it if you live in Lake Mary.
I went from being
Winter
one of the the upper end people in Polk County to being the scum of Lake Mary. No, I'm totally kidding. I've been scum all the time.
No, stop it. You look like a Lake Mary mom. Lake Mary moms have their like a certain look. It's usually yoga pants. They go to Target. Like I don't even, is there even a Walmart in Lake Mary?
There is no Walmart in Lake Mary.
Yeah,
There's actually not a Walmart.
Yeah, just Sanford.
So we do have 2 Starbucks. 3.
Yeah.
But necessities.
No, exactly. But you fit into the culture there. I'm very proud of you. You've made it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Made it.
I'm like a Cinderella story here.
so I really want to hear Chris's perspective because I don't know we don't know Emily. We've never met Emily. I can't wait to meet her someday. Obviously not at your wedding.
Maybe not at the wedding. Can't put it on a company card this time.
But I'd love to know the dynamics. Who does what around the house? So it's kind of
that's a great question.
Yeah. So let's do that because I do want to talk about like how often do you do certain things as an adult, like regular things. But like what in your household, what's kind of the dynamic? What are your responsibilities? Are they clear cut? Do you guys discuss it, or is it just kind of this is what we do?
Well, we've been living together for about, I guess 3 years, going to be in September. And things are like constantly changing around here because when we first moved in together, she was a full-time college student. So she would be out of the house a lot. And she also worked at the same time. And she was student teaching. So she's out of the house a lot. And then this year she was in the classroom substitute teaching. Then come September, she probably will be, God willing, we'll have a full-time job. So she's out of the house a lot. We're both home on the weekends, obviously. But in the beginning of our relationship, I was gone on the weekend. She was gone during the week. So she would kind of do things on the weekends. I would kind of take care of things around the week. But for me, I'm like a stay-at-home dad because since I own my own business, I don't have to be anywhere unless there's an emergency. So I'm around the house from, until by myself with my dog. So it's like, I'm the one putting on music, cleaning the house during the day. And, it's like, I'm the stay-at-home dad. So like, I look at like looking into the future, I don't see my, my schedule changing much. Right. I'll probably be the one, when she goes back to work, probably be the one raising our kids, which will be interesting to say the least. But like when she's home, like we definitely share responsibilities, but
is there one task that you purposefully are like, man, I didn't get around to it because 100% you hate it?
The laundry.
That
is one thing that I just purposely don't do well.
The bane of my existence.
You just give off the illusion that you just don't. You know what? I'm so proud of my hopefully future brother-in-law. My sister has been with this guy for a pretty long time now. She does his laundry, and she only does it because he messed up a couple times already. And I'm thinking like,
That's
I
the
think you
long
did that on
con.
purpose.
Yeah.
I think you did that on purpose.
I
It's
broke
like
my
the
dryer.
yeah.
I broke my
See,
dryer by overloading it, and I was told never again.
yeah,
You're
see,
done.
and then Scott's, his internet history is how to break a dryer.
Yeah.
Because he just, yeah, it's just these small things. Now I'm gonna end up having to do the
I,
laundry after this
Chris,
episode
I
You
hate
did.
airs.
You
doing.
just, I'm sorry I did
This
that
will
to
be the
you.
episode that I'm hiding from Emily, just like you hid the last one from your
So
dad.
now,
I know. Like, I don't know when it's coming out. I think we had to skip one. Mary's sister had a baby. I don't know.
so Chris, you work from home. I
Yes.
currently don't. I mean, this is my full-time job.
Yeah. So
Although
you
it
work
this is a
from
hobby,
home.
right? Yeah, I'll try.
You hobby from home.
Let me try to use that in a excuse. So like obvious, and it's funny because I feel bad if my wife comes home from work and even has to lift a finger, like even if it's changing out the ashtray on the porch, I'm like, I failed because I've been
Mhm.
home all day, you've been working, and she hasn't set that expectation on me. Like she has not once said you need to stay busy cleaning the house while I'm gone. But for me, I'm like, oh, everything's got to be done. I did a whole bunch of projects like the first 2 weeks I was out of work. Uh,
Uh,
Now for you, you work from home. Like you legit have a work from home business. Is there that
right.
expectation on you to stay up on stuff?
Emily's very, very fair. And I hate to say it because we talk about this a lot lately. We are not the neatest of people. So it's like we get mad at each other even for the messes that we make and just don't clean up. Because it's like I'll leave stuff out and I'll get so angry at her. And then you just realize, wait, this was me. Like this,
Like I did that.
and this year, especially since I started this reselling business, I've actually, so before the reselling business, I was home just finding things to do. So yeah, I would dust for fun. I would vacuum for fun. Now that I have this reselling business, now I'm actually doing something all day, right? And like things are just piling up around the house. This is how bad things have gotten. We live in a shoebox and we are two people. I've never had a dishwasher in my life. My mom likes things done her way. So the dishwasher was always storage. So me and Emily, we're two people. Realistically, we should be able to take care of our own dishes. A couple weeks ago, the dishes piled up for a couple days. We're both like super busy and it just started piling up. And it was my turn to do the dishes. I get around to it. It took me like an hour and a half to do the dishes for two people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after that, I sit down on my computer, go on Amazon, and I was like, would you go 50-50 on a dishwasher?
Oh
we
my
bought
God,
it. We
yeah.
bought it. We bought a countertop dishwasher.
That's
I don't.
fantastic.
And
Oh
it's like
my
we're
God.
we're pinching pennies right now with the wedding coming up. We
Right.
just without even thinking put up $300 for a for a,
So
for
we
a
gotta do
countertop
it.
Some of the
dishwasher.
things you need. You know what's funny, Chris, is I'm very, very religious about the dishes during the week.
Okay.
Like I do not want my wife to come home with anything in the sink. And we do have a dishwasher and most of the stuff
Mhm.
goes through the dishwasher, but I want to make sure that when she comes home, if there are clean dishes in the dishwasher, they are put away. The sink is empty. Like there's nothing more that can be done. Like I can't run a wash with 3 cups or whatever in there. So
Right.
I want to
Right.
make sure the entire process is done until
Ah.
Friday. Friday, it's like my mind, I know she's gonna be here for the weekend, and I stopped doing dishes. And we've even had a conversation about it. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but like come Friday, I'm like, oh, I'm off for the weekend. I don't have to do anything anymore. And it's
But
like
you have that Monday through Thursday in your back pocket to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Look what I
Whoa,
did Monday,
hey,
Thursday.
hey, man.
but and the thing is, it's not like as far as domestic stuff, and it wasn't always like this because I was not the neatest person either, and Rachel is, and we really had to. I had to really adjust things for the first couple of years, and now that when we bought this house together, because I had moved in with her to her townhome, so mentally we moved in with her, but now that
Mhm.
we have our own house together, like my mindset's completely changed, and that really makes me sound crappy, like I didn't respect her stuff, but it wasn't like that. But um I don't know where I was going with this.
I don't know, something about dishes. You're two
Yeah,
different types of people. I would have to, if I can piggyback on this.
Yeah.
That is my biggest pet peeve is dishes in the sink. I can't handle it. If there are dishes in my sink, my entire house is dirty in my mind. In
Mhm.
my
Oh
mind.
yes.
Um,
It doesn't matter how dirty or clean the rest of the house is.
right.
Make sure your dishes are done.
Correct.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, my children don't give a flying you know what about that at
Increase
all.
the corgi coin payout
No,
on dishes.
look, here's
Yeah.
okay. So here's the thing with that. They try their very best, but then if they have to unload the dishwasher immediately, they're like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like, I don't know if it's worth the
Oh
corgi
yeah.
coin.
Yep. That's the problem is when
but
that dishwasher's
sometimes
full.
they do unload it, but they put things in very weird places. And I really want to encourage the independence, but also Jesus, take the wheel. I will lose my mind. So yeah, I just
So I've got two pans that are sitting in the sink. Those are the only two items that are in there. And I don't want to clean them because I hate cleaning pans. I don't even really like when Rachel cooks. Like I'd rather just like do scraps or order takeout because I don't want to.
How do you get
Because I'm
scraps if somebody doesn't cook?
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Just go with me here. I've got a point.
Okay,
So
I'm coming.
I'm intentionally leaving these pans in the sink because I have I Believe Services coming over tomorrow. And they do any dishes that are in there. And if you want someone to do your dishes, I Believe Services, you can reach them 407-928-4595. That's ibelieveservices.us. So I've got them coming
Can
over
I bring
tomorrow.
my dishes over?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I should have them. It would probably be cheaper for them to come to New Jersey than it would for me to keep replacing pans, because what I do is if it's just a little bit hard, I just whip out the Brillo pad and just take all that
Oh, and
coating
you
off.
destroy it.
Oh, I just
Oh,
destroy.
man.
I go to town. But you know what? Then all you have to do is just put a bunch of that spray stuff in there when you're cooking, and nothing
Oh my
sticks to it.
God. Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
What?
bad.
I get those little like Teflon things like for sheet pans, and it covers it. Like
yes.
it's like an
So
actual like thing. And
yeah,
it,
we use
What is
those, the
this?
mat.
oh, they're
It's a
fantastic.
mat, like
They're
the
matte.
flat sheet pans. It's like a rubber mat. And you can get it on Amazon. It's like
It's
$3.
not rubber, it's
And
Teflon.
how do
Well,
you use
whatever.
it? What do you cook on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it on the sheet pan and you cook anything on top of that, and that is a hell of a lot easier to clean than the pan. Now, sometimes some of the grease like spills onto the pan, but
Like in
It's
a
so
frying
annoying.
pan?
no, in a sheet pan.
No.
Oh,
In a
I
sheet
use
Oh.
pan.
tinfoil for that. Listen. I know all the I know. Listen, I know all the hacks to get around cleaning stuff like that. I'm talking about frying.
Did you ever work in
pans.
the restaurant industry? Because I feel like
We had a
there are
restaurant.
cooks. Okay, there are cooks that don't clean anything. They just keep putting foil and saran wrap over stuff, and then at the end of the shift, they unwrap it and rewrap it for the next day.
You want to hear
They
something
don't clean
disgusting
shit.
that I do? I do the same thing, but in my microwave, I have just a microwave napkin I keep in there, so I can like put some bread on my napkin to defrost it, so I don't have to clean or so I don't have to use like a plate or anything, so I don't have to clean the plate. I just have a
Okay.
designated microwave
Chris,
napkin.
this is not
Paper
something I was
plates.
expecting, honestly. I do
I
have a
wasn't
question.
either.
Do you guys plan ahead and actually like thaw out protein and meat for meals, or do
Great
you
question.
just like try to cook it from frozen?
Well, Emily came up with this really good system that she found online where she gets index cards, right? And she does recipes on them. And then we go food shopping for the stuff. And we have to, get that stuff out in the morning to be able to cook it at night. That started last week and we already fell off a little bit. But before that, that great system we had, it was a lot of, so here's the thing. If it was Emily's turn to cook dinner, you make sure that the meat is out, being thawed.
Right.
Now, if it's my turn to cook dinner, maybe I forget. And then maybe we get DoorDash. Maybe. It's one of those type deals. Yeah, it's the worst because but the other thing is we live in a mother-in-law suite attached to my parents' house, right?
Oh, that's
so
cool.
yeah, so it'd be like I'll be over talking to my mom and she'll be like, oh, did you remember to pull meat out? It'd be like 2:00 or 2:00 in the afternoon. And a little too late to pull meat out. I'm like, oh no, I forgot. She goes, oh, I have chicken pulled out if you want to use some chicken. I was like, no, I don't. I would hate to use your chicken, Bob. She always has
that's
meat
funny.
pulled out, always. But so it's
That's
like,
funny.
yeah. So yeah, when I cook, it's usually Qdoba or Five Guys, maybe
Oh my
McDonald's if
goodness.
we're super hungry.
Now,
Yeah.
Mary, you don't know this about me. I spent, well, you know this. I spent 2 different 2-year stints as a single parent. Okay. 2 years when I was like a legit single parent.
It's kind of like two-year contracts.
Yeah, it was like,
Like
this
was a
2-year
profession.
contracts. I signed with the team for about 5 years and then was let go and spent another 2 years
I
in
was
free
let
agency.
go. I wish relationships should just be just looked at as sports
No.
contracts.
I was a free agent.
Yeah. So I mean, I signed a couple 10-day contracts in between and all that, but for the most part, I spent 2
Are we
years.
gonna go down this road again? Because I don't think there were contracts involved. I think that
No, there were not.
there
So
were
anyway,
some tryouts, maybe.
yeah, some tryouts. I didn't get a call back.
It's all right though.
Anyway, so I spent two-year stints as a single father, and I had no idea like how to grocery shop. Like no idea.
No, I know. I remember where you grocery shopped, and
Yeah,
it
it was
was
like
at 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Yeah.
He legitimately told me that he grocery shopped at 7-Eleven one time, and I was like, "No, really," and he's like, "No, really."
I would make sure these were the things that I made sure I had in my house: milk, bread, peanut butter and jelly, and then like chicken
Well, first of all,
nuggets.
stop there. What else do you need?
Right, exactly. Toilet paper. I made sure we had
That's
toilet paper, and paper towels. But like chicken nuggets, like we alternated between microwavable chicken nuggets and Little Caesars pizza because it was $5 hot and ready. Like my son
Pizza.
refuses to eat Little Caesars to this point because like it was at least 3 times a week we were doing Little Caesars.
I had Little Caesars once, and I refused to eat Little Caesars again.
I love Little Caesars, but the thing,
Oh.
so I was like a kid.
Even had New Jersey Little Caesars.
I was a restaurant manager, and it's a funny story. I don't know how to cook. I know how to follow a recipe, but I don't really cook.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, how that works, I don't know. But I followed a recipe. But the last thing I want to do when I get home is cook again.
I see. That makes sense.
So I didn't do a full grocery shopping, and also I was always broke. I bought what I needed for that day on my way home. There was no grocery store on my way home, nor did I want to step foot in a grocery store. So I went to 7-Eleven, got myself a Diet Coke, in my 64-ounce mug because I was going to be in for the night. I got dinner, which was either, Tyson chicken nuggets, not even an oven pizza because that would be the Little Caesars night, just pizza night at Little
I would like to chime in or chirp in with a story. One time, the kids and I went over to Scott's house during the day, and Scott was like, "Let's go, pick up some snacks." And the kids were like, "Well, we need lunch. We're hungry for lunch." And Scott's like, "Uncle Scott's got you. Don't worry."
I remember, but which house was it? The townhome?
No, this was at the house you're in now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
So we roll up to a 7-Eleven. Scott goes in. Scott comes out with like, how they
everything
sell
your kids would have wanted.
everything. No, legitimately everything they wanted, and that they typically don't get. Like the like chicken niblets that they sell, like the hot food section. There's like 3 of those.
Yeah.
There was a bag of Cheetos puff corn.
Yep. Uncle Scott hooked it up.
Sour
gummy
Skittles,
bears,
I think.
yeah,
All
sour
kinds of
Skittles,
stuff. And I was like, but
Slurpees.
I thought do we need to stop for lunch? And they're like, "No, we're good."
Little did they know, they just ate Uncle Scott's dinner for the week.
No, that was when I was with my wife. So now it was like we actually have groceries in the house.
That was just your guilty pleasure now, 7-Eleven. I love how you said you were broke, but you were going to the most expensive place to get like your odds and ends things. Like $7 for jelly. Oh, what a deal.
What a steal.
I didn't know any better.
I tried to tell you better.
I know.
didn't
You spent like
listen.
$45 on peanut butter jelly and a loaf of bread.
And you know what? This has a lot, and my mom's gonna kill me. We talked about this the other day. I was enabled, I guess. If I didn't clean my room, my mom did. I wasn't taught these things. My mom is the most wonderful mom ever. Like she always was prepared. If we were trick-or-treating and I needed a Sharpie marker, she had a Sharpie marker. Like she has anything you need at any given time. And so she did all this stuff for us. So I had no idea. And like I didn't have that natural woman's instinct. I was exhausted. I was working 55 hours a week. Like I had no idea. And then, when my ex and I, when I got cut again into free agency the second time around, I was so heartbroken that like, I just wanted to sleep. It wasn't,
That was after your stint in Europe too. So you were pretty tired.
Gosh, he was playing for a Chinese league.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the No New Friends podcast. We'll be right back. Another good segment.
That was a good segment.
Yeah, we didn't even touch on the stuff that I wanted to, but that's okay because we can touch on that on the next episode. I wanted to, so Mary, are you aware of this Hillstone Salad Gate story?
Yes,
Okay.
of course
Oh.
I am.
That's what I wanted to do. Joe, Joe. I want to tell you a story about Joe.
I'm
but
friends with him on
Scott,
Facebook now.
Joe texted me or messaged me and was like, he started laughing. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you mentioned me on the last episode." But I was saying that I asked the sex questions, and
Oh,
Joe was, and I mentioned, I accidentally said his name too. That was the
Yeah, you
White
did.
Claw that made his name
Yeah.
that
It's
slip.
the White
All
Claw
right,
which,
syrup.
by the
so
way, you need to do more because you like you're already funny, but you elevated your game. Like you were, you're already an all-star. Now you're like a Hall of Famer.
the last segment I really loosened up.
Yeah, you did.
I just emailed you, Scott. Use save this to your computer real quick and use this as your virtual background. It will have our whole logo, so it doesn't get cut off.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
did this just a couple minutes ago.
Which email?
The one that you sent me the Zoom link. I'm actually just
Okay, so
actually just a
my
response.
my
Yeah.
Gmail.
So if you save that and set it as your background, it'll be full.
I don't think I'm gonna be good for another episode.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So then we will try Wednesday and
Look, if she's in the middle of pushing, that'll be fine.
That'd be kind of cool.
Holding a leg. I'll be in the splash zone, guys.
yeah, the priority would be Wednesday. Chris, I'll screw around with that next time. The priority would be Wednesday, and then if not Thursday. I just our episodes where one of us is missing do not do as well. And I don't
really?
know why that is. I don't know if just like your fans just don't know that or just know that you're not on.
Well,
I usually tell. I messaged all of them, all four of them.
Don't
What's
listen.
his face? What's his face when my replacement? He's a huge following, so I'm surprised that one didn't do as well. The Gentleman's Room.
Oh
fellow?
yeah, stop it.
Hello.
Yeah, it's really funny how that works. And then again, clearly length of episode has no bearing whatsoever because Mystery Box was our shortest episode ever. And of the recent episode, it's the lowest amount played. But yeah, well, History Time did well, 61.
Wow, Croc Addiction is the 84.
I know.
Look at you.
What was D-Pix 46? That's our lowest.
We should have made last episode called Cock Addiction.
Oh my! I can't even believe this is happening right now.
So Chris, Hustle and Wedding Sham, which was just you and me, 47.
Yeah. Wow.
Never Okay, which was just me and Mary, 46. Those are the only two episodes that have not hit 50. American Idol Bus didn't do well. In the last
so strange.
Yeah. I don't know because people don't know until they tune in because I never put in the episode description that you guys aren't here.
Right.
The people know.
Yeah,
all right, let's roll into this.
They just sense it.